Okay, do any of you play with marbles? Do you know what marbles are?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, so
I
can you paint? Let's paint some marbles. They're like crystals, but not exactly. But they are very nice. I love marbles. Let me show you, and let's try painting marbles. Okay, I'm going to show you how marbles look. And then we can see if we can paint those.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you go. Viraj, you've got your own marbles to paint. How nice. Oh, how lucky. Even I like marbles. I just love looking at them. See, so pretty. Look at these. Even more pretty. Okay, so let's try making a picture of one marble first. So this is a marble is just a round bead with some colored, again, glass inside it. So I just want you to observe how the marble looks. It's all about, oh, sorry. It's all about filling the right color in the right place. I want you to first see it, and then I'll share it. I'll show you how to do it. Now look at these different colors. We have one gray color here. Oh, sorry. Let me try and put the right color in the right place. So we have some kind of gray color here, and then it becomes darker here, and then we have a shadow. But then in the middle of the shadow is white. Then we have a stripe, a red color stripe here, and we have a blue color S-shaped stripe here. And most importantly, we have a highlight. I'm going to make that in white, and hopefully you'll see it. So this makes the marble look shiny. Okay, shall we sketch this? And I think today maybe you can bring out your color pencils. Shall we try making this in color pencil?
Yes,
Okay, I've never done this before, so I'm gonna have to do it with you. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to ask me. We're gonna make it a slightly big marble, not too tiny, so that we have lots of room to make all the details. All right, so let's make the marble. Usually marbles are about this small, right? Viraj, how big is your marble? About this big? Right, it's just so big. But let us make it slightly bigger. So we have to make it.
as big as my eye.
No, not as big as your hand. Just a little bit bigger. No, as your eye. Oh, no, slightly bigger. So how big can you make it? So just check with your fingers. Maybe we can make it this big. This is called a phalange. It's 2 phalanges tall. A phalange is a part of your finger. So let us make a circle very carefully. Now in the circle, right in the middle, you will make a gentle S-shaped line like that from the side, going sideways. So this will start looking like a tennis ball. Now, whatever you're drawing, draw it very light. Don't draw it too dark. Now, make a slightly double line over here. It's not parallel. It's like slightly thick in the middle and then again thin on the end. Then a little distance away, you will make another S-shaped line where it becomes a little fat and then comes down and touches over here. And the same thing we will do on the right of the middle. Already it's looking like a nice marble, isn't it? Now here, we are going to put a oval shape very lightly. This is going to be a highlight. And we are not going to color this part. This is going to remain white. And in fact, if you have an eraser, you can take your eraser and erase the lines inside of this. Maybe I'll make it slightly smaller, but it's an oval shape like that. See, it is parallel to the edge here. This curve and this curve should look like it's the same, and it'll look parallel.
Excuse me, ma'am. I just joined, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. We are drawing marbles. Let me share a picture with you. I'll show you which one we're making. See, these are the marbles that we're using for reference, and we're making the one in the front.
Okay.
So essentially now what we've done is just drawn an outer circle and drawn these gentle S shapes, which are the design inside the marble. And we're going to try and shade this in pencil and maybe color pencil or just color pencil today. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I have just made a few lines. First make a circle, then make an S shape in the center, make a parallel line to one side, which is slightly thin, and then make these S shapes on either side. On one side, there's just one, which is going to be red, and on the other side, there are two, which are going to be blue. Okay. And if possible, Ayana, keep your video on. If you have the bandwidth, then keep it on. Yeah, I prefer to see this, all your faces. Okay, are we done? Now, the whole game over here is about matching colors. So I'm going to match a green color on the outside. Let me give a better shape to my marble on the outside. And sometimes you can erase your lines and make them really light also, so that they don't interfere with our pencil shading. Is everyone with me? So these are the colors I'm going to use. A blue, light blue, a nice bright red, and a light green. Now, I can also use an orange somewhere in the middle. and an orange over here and a blue, sorry, a red around it. So some places we do color mixing. And then I will use, I can use a deeper blue in some places over here. And I can use a deeper green for the shadows over here. So these are our colors. Does everyone have color pencils? Because normally we paint, na, this. Good. We finish shading. So has everyone finished drawing? Who else has joined now? Ah, Kuhu has joined. Kuhu, we are making marbles. So can you see the design? It's very light. It's just a circle within which we have this S shape. And we are going to, so we started off with a circle. Oh, okay. You're walking off. All right. Shall we start coloring now? All right. So I'm going to use green and very lightly I am going to color the sides with a green because sometimes grass is always green. Glass also can look green. Oh, I twisted my tongue. But you have to make it very light. Otherwise it'll look like a ball. Don't press too hard. See how I'm holding the pencil very far away. I want you to practice shading with a color pencil very lightly. So Kuhu, we are making marbles. If you have any questions, just ask me. Again, she's gone off somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any questions, just ask me. Look at the shapes that I have made. We are making marbles. You know what marbles are? The playing marbles, the glass marbles. Now, whenever we want to show glass, it does not have the same color throughout. In some places, it's very light. In some places, it's dark. So right now, I've made the lightest color over here. But we can make a slightly dark color on top and shade it down like that. Just a little bit, just a little dark on top. I'm going to lighten this line of the highlight. And I'm going to paint the center stripe this bright orange color. If you have a bright yellow color, you can paint that also. So it's dark in some places, but then it's light in the middle, and then it becomes dark again. I think there's a little bit of this yellow Or if there's a brighter yellow, you can use the two together. So I can, on top of this, I can make it even brighter yellow. Yeah, this will look very nice. And a little bit on one side. And then here I'm going to mix. But remember, I'm leaving a little bit of this highlight uncolored. So do you know how to work with color pencils? You can lay down one color first. Then you can do a second color on top of it. And whenever you do that, just change the direction in which you're shading. And then on top of that, you can do a third layer also. Each of those colors will give very nice, bright. Sometimes it can be bright, sometimes it can be a dark undertone. Do you know what I mean when I say undertone? See, I'm making it a little darker or orange over here and a little yellow here. And now I'm going to make it red. How's it going, everyone? Are you getting this? Now here there's a slightly dark patch. Just like that, like an inverted C shape. It's like a shadow. And here there is also another C shape like this, which makes it look like a bubble. Sometimes there are bubbles in glass marbles. Is everyone with me? Do you want me to go a little slower?
Ma'am,
Yes.
there is few bubbles in my black marble.
Sorry, Viraj, I can't hear you. Can you just look into the camera and speak so I can see your mouth?
There are a few bubbles in my black marble.
Ah, yes. So how do they look? Do they look like a black circle or a white circle? No, no, you're mute. You're mute. Unmute, please.
They look like light blue bubbles with highlights.
Light blue bubbles. Okay, that's interesting. Now remember here on the edge, they should all look like they're starting from the same circle. Like they are all, don't let any line go up. And I'm coloring this in two sections. So both the sections are blue. I'm going to color them separately. Now here again, because these two S shapes or three S shapes are one next to the other, there will be a shadow like that. See, there'll be a shadow along the edge. So on this edge, and also I think the blue is slightly blue-green. So I'm going to shade it slightly with the green also. Little bit, but you can hardly see the green because it merges with the blue. Then I'm going to take a deep blue color, this one, and I'm going to make a shadow. So one edge of the shadow is going to be dark. It's going to go from behind the marble, the highlight. And then it's fuzzy on the right. Can you make fuzzy edges in pencil? To make fuzzy edges, you should just very lightly shade. Don't put too much pressure. And to make a dark, sharp edge, you can press it hard. I can also add a little bit of green here. A dark green to change the color of the shadow. Here I'm changing the size of my highlight. It's, I think, too big. I'll make it slightly small. You guys don't need to change it. Leave it. I'm just experimenting. But if you can, if you want to, this is how you do it. Now here's one more thing I'm going to do where it looks more like a marble. Here I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow. Look at this, how I'm making it slightly darker on just this side. And maybe I can do something similar over here as well. So this looks partly like a reflection, partly like a shadow. Yes, Agini.
Ma'am, once I drank a soda, and in that soda there were marbles.
Oh yeah, that is goatee soda. Yes, you're right. Isn't that so curious? Was it in the, wasn't it at the mouth of the bottle?
Yes, and we had to push it in.
Yeah, when you push it in, then all that soda comes out. Isn't it so fun?
Yes, but after some time it got annoying because I kept getting the same marbles.
What do you mean? The same what? Marble?
Yes.
What do you mean? There are different marbles?
Yes, there are actually different colored marbles,
Okay.
but whichever soda I was drinking had only black marbles.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that. I thought there was only one kind of marble. I didn't know there were different marbles. Hmm. That's interesting news. Okay, now the second S, I'm going to make it slightly darker. Even darker than the first. And see how I can now, by making it dark along this edge, it will look like the two different slivers of colors in that, isn't it? And this one is slightly darker. So whenever you're making anything in glass, always look for shadows, highlights, and just try to follow those patterns and you should be fine. How are everyone's marbles looking? Are they looking good? Okay, let me know when you come to this point. When everyone is done, then I will move forward to the shading the rest. Very nice, Kuhu. Good. I think it's looking very nice. Okay, Ayana has gone missing. So already it's looking like glass because we put this highlight, isn't it?
Ma'am,
Yes.
is my drawing nice?
Yes, it's looking nice. You've made some dark spots over here also. Are those bubbles?
I made two bubbles.
Oh, very good. Very nice. So you're looking at your marble and making those bubbles. Very good. We also have bubbles. So I'm going to be making some more. And then if you want, you can make them or don't make them because you've already made yours, isn't it? Okay. How's everyone else doing? Shall we make the dark shadows now? Or do you want me to give you 2 minutes? You tell me. We have time. Okay, I think everyone is done because nobody is protesting. Now, let me change this view. All right. Now from here, I want you to all just see this. See this. Stop your coloring, everything. I want you to observe this part. Now the shadow on the marble is going to come in a crescent shape. It's like a flat C shape at the bottom. So this is how I'm going to do it. And it's going to be in dark green. I want you to see first. Don't do it. Just watch. So the shape is, it's a little sharp from here. I'll make it a little dark shape from here. But I don't go all the way to the end. I will just make it a little dark at this side. It's not even always touching the edge. So a little away from the edge and a little away from these stripes. From this side and now from the other side. But it's a very shallow line. Now from the other side, I'm also going to leave a highlight over here. So almost like an oval shape, because guess what? The light that's coming from here will straight down get out of the marble from here. So just on the opposite side, you will leave some space and sketch only so much. Again, don't come too close to the colors in the middle. Okay, you want to do this much? Then we'll do some more. I think here there's a little more, but it's lighter. This is darker. You'll be doing some more dark stuff. Then we'll use this line to make the outer edge. So I'm turning the marble around because I can't draw a circle in the opposite direction. So I'm carefully drawing the edge. See, there's a gap between the edge and the shading that we've just done. See? And then you can take the line to the top, but don't make an outline, a full outline. Don't do that. Leave some gap over here on the left. Make it slightly thinner over here and then, or less dark and then darker on one side. So make your line around the circle incomplete. And then from here, you can have one more shape coming out. So we are just making different shapes. This is how glass looks. There isn't one shape that comes out. Okay, do you want to do this now? Now, I will never be able to sketch a marble like that without looking. And I'm assuming that all of you are just watching me, but I am looking at the marble. And everything that I'm doing, I'm looking at the photograph of the marble. And from there, I'm deciding where I have to draw the line, what color I have to use. And that allows me to instruct you so that you can follow me and we can all make an accurate illustration. But when you want to do this yourself, remember that with everything that you're drawing, always look at your reference image and only then make your design. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of shading from the top coming down like that, just a little bit, but it has to remain light over here. The shading is very gentle on this side and again a little bit on this side. See, very gentle. Now let's take deep blue color here. And in some places, actually, let's just go ahead and do it with black. Why should we be scared of black? So here now, I'm going to draw some shapes in black. Some places, the shape is going to come and touch the edge. And it's also going to touch the color because these are all now shadows. But when I'm shading, can you see I'm going along the circle edge? I'm not just shading it across because that is the texture of the marble. In some places it will be dark, in some places it will be less pressed. So whenever we are making art, remember, we are making an illusion. Do you know what an illusion means? Do you know what's an illusion? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what an illusion means? If you don't, then I'll explain to you. But somebody just tell me, yes, I know, or I don't know. Then I can explain to you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I think
Wait, I can't hear you clearly. Can you come closer?
illusion means the way we see something.
Okay, you're on the right track. An illusion can, suppose I give you a sentence that says, oh, don't, something like when you're standing in front of a mirror or a picture, I'll say, don't touch that. That's only an illusion. What does it sound like? What could it be? Sorry, what? Again, tell me.
Another thing, way we see something.
Another way we see some things. All right, that could be an interesting explanation. An illusion means something that's not real. Like this is not a real marble, is it? Is it a real marble? I hope not. I would love it if this became a real marble, wouldn't you? But it's not. So this is an illusion. This is a picture of a marble, isn't it? So whenever we do art, we are creating illusions. Does that make sense? Do you get what I mean? So you need to make sure that your illusion is convincing. So whatever you're doing, you have to use all your powers of seeing an object, looking at all the colors, lines, shapes, and trying to draw exactly what you see so that when someone looks at it, they say, ah, okay, now I know, this is a marble. Do you get me? That is what artists do. We don't make marbles, but then we don't make anything. But then everyone sees whatever we make and they can see lots of things in what we make. Okay, everyone is doing fine. Any questions? Do you have any questions, any problems, any doubts? So normally I would say you should have questions. Today Safreen is not in class, but she usually asks so many questions. And I would really like if all of you also start asking questions. Whenever you're learning something, if you are not asking questions, it means that maybe you've not really understood everything. It can mean that you might have, but asking questions helps. So suppose I ask you to make another marble like that. Would you be able to make it? I'll show you a picture and then I'll say, okay, now you should make it. Good, I think you will. And then when you're making it, at that time, maybe you'll have some difficulty. But you, at that time at least, you can ask me and say, look, I'm trying to do this, but somehow I can't manage it. Can you help me? So my job is to help you. If I'm not helping you enough, then I'm not doing my job properly. And if you're not asking questions, then you are not doing your job properly. What is the job of all students? To ask questions. Did you know that? Right now, only your teachers are asking you questions, right? When there's an exam. All right.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I think my marble is a little too dark.
Is it? Oh, let's see.
I kind of mixed a little more black in it.
Oh, are you painting this or color pencils?
Color pencils.
I think it's looking very nice. It's looking wonderful. There is a little dark, too much black in it, but it's don't compare it with mine. On its own, it is looking very nice. I don't use the pencil too dark, but if I did, it will look exactly the same. And yours is still looking like a marble. So well done, very nice. All right, now we have to make those bubbles. So we're just gonna rub our marble. You can use a black or a dark green or even a light green and make a few dots or ovals like that on any one side and a few marks which will make the marble look like it is glass. And now we're going to make the shadow. So the shadow is like a circle, an oval from here. It's a flat oval. And remember, I showed you how the highlight is, the light goes through here, comes out from here, and there's a patch in the center or somewhere over here, just in a straight line from here, which will not have any color. And all around it, we will have color. So it won't be right in the center of this oval. It's a little to the side, but that doesn't matter. And we are first going to put down some green color along just outside this circular light patch. And then we will make a slightly dark green patch around it on the outer edge. So it's very thin over here. It's not too dark at the edge over here, but just below. So just below this, it starts becoming slightly darker. And then right away from this, will it become even darker. Now I will make a black shadow and keep it nice and round. So when you're making this shape, you can also make it around like that. Make it go through your marble a little bit, but don't draw the line because we need it to look like a nice round shape. And this line is also going to be fuzzy, so you don't make it too sharp. Now we'll make a little C shape over here on the bottom. So here again, like the inside of glass, the outside reflection of light that comes through glass also has lots of dramatic shapes. And this part can be a little tricky, so just be careful when you're making the shapes. And some places we'll have slightly dark patches like that, like how we did over here. Some places the dark patches are towards the outside and maybe a greener patch would be darker. So because there are so many colors in the marble, you'll have different colors and different darknesses in the reflection. And then you make a light fuzzy edge for all of this. See how I've kept a lightness over here, because the light, it looks like the light is coming through the glass and it's hitting the table surface somewhere here, no? That's what we want. Lighter in the center and darker outside. Okay, I'm quite happy with my marble. Though I think my shadow can be slightly bigger. So now I'm going to increase the size of my circle. And a fuzzy edge. Now, those of you who are confident can also do this. I'm going to do this and see how it looks. Make a shape here, like a line here and a line here. This is just some texture that I can see in the marble. It's like a flattened Y shape and a little bit of shadow here, so that it looks like the marble has something inside it. But you don't need to. Just even so much is enough. This is more than enough. Now I'm thinking, looking at the picture, I can darken some areas with black. So one edge, the blue edge that we've made, I'm going to make that a little dark. So the shadow becomes even more intense. And a little bit over here also, I'm going to put a little black on one edge. It's a slight thin black so that that bubble looks more pronounced. And a little bit of black here. Just along one edge. It should do. Make a bubble on this blue also. I think there's a little bit of bubble. There. I think I'm done. How's it looking, kids? This was a very tough topic. Oh, nice, Kuhu. Very well done. Wow, look at that. Your marbles are smashing. Oh, very nice, Kyra. Beautiful. Well done, well done. I want everyone to keep your pictures up so I can take a screenshot again. I had never thought you would do it, but I was always confident that you could do it.
Ma'am,
Yes?
marble nine.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Abdul, where is yours? Can you hold it up? Yeah, Kyra, could you hold it up very close to the screen? Everyone, can you please hold it up close to the screen? Yeah, hold just one, Kyra. Just the one in the book. If you hold it, then you can hold it closer. Hold it closer because the marble is pretty small, so I can't see it on screen. Yes, nice. Very good, very good. Abdul, can you hold it up, please? Hold your marble up to the screen. Ragini, you also bring it a little closer to the screen. Hold it in front of your face like last week and bring it close to the screen. Vihan, leave it, yeah. Kuhu, hold it up, please. Okay. A little behind. A little behind, Kuhu. Higher. Yes. Yes. Abdul, are you showing yours? Can you hold your marble up? Hold it up, please. Up, higher, higher, higher. Closer to the screen, closer to the camera. Bring it closer to the camera. Yes, good. Very good. Steady, everyone. Thank you. Well done. Good job, everyone. Very nice. So now you will be able to make all sorts of marbles. Should I send you some more pictures? I think you should be able to do it. Good. So now next week, we are not going to have class. We are going to have class directly on the 11th because I'm traveling. Next week, I'm going to be in Kashmir. Do you know anything about Kashmir? Do you know of any place that I should visit? Yeah, let's see Abdul's airplane. He's done something fantastic this week. Wow. That is very nice. Very well done. Has anyone else made any pictures? Kuhu, you're holding something up. Let's see. Oh, you framed this one. So cute. Is this a new one? Is it a new doodle? Very nice. Well done. Kyra, what have you drawn this week? How nice. Is that a card or is that a new diary you have?
I went to map yesterday, so I didn't bring my drawing book. I got this.
Oh, that's very cute. So you can carry this everywhere now, this little booklet. Okay, so now I'm going to share, I've already shared the pictures of the marbles on the group and you can use the week to sketch all of that, or if you want to, just go back to all the videos that we have from previous times that have, from February onwards, I've uploaded a whole lot of videos on YouTube. In the kids section, I'm going to share the, oh, what's this? A collage. My, this is lovely. Very nice. All right. So I'm going to share a YouTube channel link with you. And I want you to go through all the previous classes that I've done for kids. There's quite a few. There must be some 50 or different things that we've done in the past. So those of you who've not attended those, you can check those out because there are 2 batches, remember? So there's a 4:15 batch and there's a 7 o'clock batch. So go through all of those and you can, next week, instead of the live class, you can watch a recording at this time. That way, this time when you're not doing anything, don't waste time. Okay? Okay. All right. So I shall catch you in 2 weeks now. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.